Hey guys, so in this video I'll be showing you how to build a property management site using the Estatik free plugin. So if this is something you'd like to learn how to do, then watch this video. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is install a theme. So if you don't have a theme yet, then I would recommend installing Elementor and the Hello Elementor theme, as that will be a good foundation for the real estate listing plugin we'll be using. So first just go here into themes. Okay, and then add theme, and then install the first one here, Hello Elementor. Okay, and then activate. Okay, so next we'll need to install Elementor if you haven't done so already on your current website. Okay, so just start the setup here. Okay, so you can connect to your Elementor account if you would like to get more features, but I'll just skip that for now and we'll just get the core Elementor page builder installed. Okay, so these are any additional features that you can activate, but you'll need to upgrade to the pro version. So I'll just use the free version in this tutorial, so skip. Okay, and then I'll just start with the blank canvas, so just skip this as well. Okay, and just click publish site. Okay, and then view this, so it's just the Elementor theme here. Okay, go back to dashboard. And then next we'll install the real estate plugin. So go here into add plugin and then search Estatik. Okay, to see this one here. So the first one here, Estatik real estate plugin. So we'll install that, then activate. Okay, so we'll just stick to the free version. Okay, so it's installed now. Okay, and then we can just import the demo content. So adjust plugin to your needs. Okay, so this is just for a single agent. If you want to build this for a real estate agency boutique, then you'll need to upgrade to their pro plan. Okay, so I'll just do Canada. Okay, continue. Okay, so next you'll need a Google Maps API key. So I'll just get that right now, as this will be used for the map listings. Okay, so log you into your Google Cloud Console. So if you don't have this, then you can set that up with your Google account. So okay, so it's asking for your industry questions. So I'll just skip this for now. Okay, and then next we can go here into keys and credentials. Okay, building account. So I just select my building account and set account. Okay, again, skip for now. Okay, great. So I have my API key here. So I just copy this and then paste it into plugin here. Continue. Okay, so I'll add in all the recommended pages and continue. And add demo listing. So we'll say yes and finish setup. Okay, great. So our listings has been imported here. So we can check it out. Their dashboard here. So these are the current listings. Okay, so let's have a look at the front end and see how this looks. Okay, so we just need to set up the home page. Let's see what pages that they created. Okay, so they have the login here. So the map view, list layout, grid layout. Okay, so let's look at their map view here. Okay, so this can be our homepage here, as it's showing half the map and half the Google Maps API. Okay, so let's just check out the console errors here. Okay, so just over here, you just need to create a project. So I'll just name this property management. Okay, and I'll just copy this new API key and go to the Google Map platform. Okay, so restrictions, I'll just do maybe later. Okay, and then we'll just enable the API. Okay, and then keys and credentials here. Okay, so the Google Maps API here, and then show key. Okay, and then edit API key here. Okay, and then don't restrict key. So that's why it wasn't calling. So I'll just save this. Okay, and then I'll just take this new key and add it to the plugin. Okay, over here in Estatik and go to settings and then go here into our maps and then paste the Google Maps API here. Okay, and then save changes. Okay, so hopefully this works. So let's go back to the map view here. Okay, and I'll just remove the DevTools. Okay, and then I'll refresh. Awesome. So now the map is showing here because we connected the API correctly. Okay, so I'll just add this as the home page. So go back into dashboard and then settings and then reading. Okay, and then over here, just set this to a static page. Home page is map view and save change. Okay, and then if we visit the home page, so now it's showing our map view here. Okay, so now let's look over the plugin. Okay, so over here, we can see our listings. And then we can add a listing. Okay, so I'll just say test listing. Okay, you can add your description here. And then categories, rent periods, So these are tags that you can create here. But the main thing you want to look at is the property info here that comes with the Estatik plugin. So we'll just say price. Let's just do 2,000. Price per square feet, like 10. Okay, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Okay, so just square foot, say 100, year built, 2010. Okay, so just run through this real quick. So just make it featured, just listed, open house. Okay, so I just turn these on. Okay, so location. So we can just add in a location. So I'll just say Union Street in Toronto, Union Station. Let's just do that. Okay, so the maps appear here. So photos and media. So this is where you would add all your real estate images and documents and floor plans. You can also add an iframe here, such as a YouTube video. Built-in details. Okay, so any cooling, heating, or garage spaces. So I just add something there. Let's just see what comes up. Energy efficiency. So if you know the grades, just add that here, and any nearby schools. Okay, and we scroll down. It's just categories that you can add tags to. Okay, so this looks good. So let me just publish this and view the posts. So awesome. So this is our test listing over here. And we see over here that it even distinguishes it by province and city and the postal code. So we'll see the image here. And then this is the address. So the meta fields that we filled out here. So the pricing, and you can request info. So this will take you to a form. So this will be forwarded to your agent email. Okay, so this is good too. So it has the map integration already and building details. So it's a nice layout that comes pre-installed directly from the plugin. Okay, so just go back to the homepage and look at one of their examples. And if we see over here in the map view now our listing here is appearing and it's featured. Okay, and you can favorite listings as well. So let's just see one that they filled out here. So this is how it looked like with images. So it has a nice gallery here. Okay, and then again, the category. So for rent, apartment, state, city, and postal code, and the actual address. Okay, and then here's their amenities and description, as well as any open house information, and then the map, and then the amenities here, and then the bottom is the agent form. Essentially, it's giving you all the sections that you need to know everything about the property. Okay, so let's just go back in their settings to see what else is available. So here's the data manager. Okay, so you can edit all the categories here. So for sale and for rent, as well as the statuses and labels. So you can add these options here as well. So you can say hot listing, right? And then give it a label color. These are the types of properties that you can do and rent periods. Okay, and then you can add additional amenities if they're not already included, or you can delete them here as well if those amenities aren't needed. Okay, so they have a lot of data included here out the box if you install the demo listings. So you can just look through all the available data objects here. Okay, and then you have area units as well. So you can edit that if you're using meters or square feet. So in Canada, we use meters, so meters squared. Save that. Okay, and then currency. So depending on which country you selected in the beginning, will automatically trigger that. Country, you can add the countries here. So if you're serving multiple countries on your platform, provinces, cities, and neighborhoods, so you can add all that data here. Okay, next let's go to field builder. Okay, so within the listing section, you can add additional fields directly here, or you can remove them as well. Say like nearby schools, so you can say, let's add university. Okay, in section, so it'll be on nearby school, admin tab, nearby school, required, no, and type. So it'll just be a text, but you have all these options available. Visible on front end, yes. Available for all users, yes. And search support. So just leave that triggered off, and then you can use it for comparing, but that's on the Pro. And then MLS import is for the premium version. So I just save changes. And awesome. So we added this field here for university. So that's an option now. Okay, and lastly, let's look at settings. Okay, so over here is their language. Okay, so these are just the general settings. So it's all by default. You can add a logo for the admin page here, and then just your theme coloring. So this is just default, red and green. Okay, so this is the Google Maps API. So you can edit the center. If your properties are in a certain region, then you can pinpoint the exact center of the map that it shows by default on the home page. Okay, so default zoom level. So by default it's 12, but you can experiment with this to see the zoom level. Okay, and then the single property zoom level as well. Okay, so these are just the available customization options with the select icon and the map markers. Okay, so I just leave everything here by default. So reCAPTCHA, if you want to add a reCAPTCHA to help with spam, then you can do that here. So listing, so you can have different listing layouts for the standard listings, okay, as well as the single page listing. So it looks like this, the tile gallery layout. Okay, so you can see these options to see which one you'd prefer. Okay, as well as some of the image sizing. So by default, it looks good already. So I think just keeping it like that is fine. But again, just look through these to enable or disable any features. So like the wish list, if you don't need that, you can disable it here. So I just disable it and save change. The listing search. Okay, so this is a search. So you can just enable the filtering here. So this is how it looks like. You can add in different properties. So it has it all filled in by default. Okay, so user profile, login, and sign up. So we'll look at that after. Okay, SEO, okay, sharing options, the slug, the URL slug, and then user privacy policies. So you can add that here if you need. Okay, so I just visit the site here. Okay, and go here into all pages and see the other pages that they have. So grid layout. Okay, so the grid layout looks like this. So this could be the home page as well, but I prefer the map layout. You can see all the properties all at once. Okay, and then the list layout is here, so it looks like this. Okay, and then this is their login here. Okay, so you're already logged in. So I'll try to log out after. Okay, and then this is what we have on the home page. It's their map view here. Okay, and then the search results. So it'll look like this. Then you can play with the filters here. Let's say apartment. Okay, so I'll just filter your current listings. Okay, and I think those are all the pages that I created along with the sign up page. Okay, so let's just try to test the authentication. So log in, so I'll log out. Login URL so you can sign up. So sign up with email. Okay, so I'll just add in my email. Okay, password. Okay, and just log in. Yeah, awesome. So I made an account here. Okay, so let's try to submit an inquiry. So request info. Okay, so it automatically fills in my data. So I'll add in a phone number here. S request info. Okay, so the message has been sent. So let's see where that goes. So I'll just re-log in as the admin. Okay, so it'll be sent to your admin email. So this is a test website, so I don't have SMTP enabled, but it should automatically send to your admin email if you have that set up. Okay, so just to make sure, just go here into general, and then it'll send to this email here, the admin email. And then for membership, just make sure you have anyone can register just to make the registration process more reliable. Okay, and then save. And then back here in dashboard. So let's look at their pro version. So go here into their Black Friday sale. Okay, so just go here into pricing. Okay, so we can see what's available. So we're using the pre version, and then everything seems to work out the box, and it's a good platform for a single agent. But again, if you need other features, such as full agency support, then you'll need the pro version. Okay, and they also have compare features, so you can compare properties and lead management. So I'm guessing there is like a CRM system in the backend. Okay, and then widgets here. Okay, and then if you need MLS support down here at the bottom, then you'll need their premium version, which is $649. Okay, and then that's for the 1 year, I think, over here. Oh no, so it's a one-time payment because it's lifetime updates here. So it's a one-time payment for the pro and premium version. So if you're a property management agency and you need these features, then consider looking into the pro and premium versions of the Estatik plugin. So this includes the end of the video. I hope you're able to follow along and set up a property management site using the Estatik plugin. If you need any help with any web development or WordPress projects, then you can contact me at mapletmedia.ca. Please like and subscribe to stay up to date on my latest videos, and thanks for watching.